Here. The good news is that we're not going to see, hopefully, no more additional severe thunderstorm warnings. 10 o'clock. The map goes clear, just as we expected. The severe thunderstorm watch has now been canceled for the D.C. metro area. We still do have the flash flood warning, parts of Montgomery County, a flood warning in effect for central Calvert County as we move through the overnight hours. Want to show you where all the rain is moving to. The heaviest of the rain now moves across the bay, and we're left with just widely scattered areas of rain, just rain for the D.C. metro and points off toward the west of us. Head in a little bit closer right now. You can see where the heaviest of the rain is now falling, beginning to exit Prince George's County over toward Annapolis, over toward the bay. And take a look at these storm reports. What you see here, multiple reports of hail upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches in diameter. We have flooding reports. We have trees down, a lot of damage out there from the gusty winds. What you're looking at right here, this is a hail track, and this is over the last 2 hours. Heaviest of the hail upper northwest D.C. And then look what happens as we widen the view out. You can see where that strong storm, or the core of it, continues to move on off toward the east. The good news, the reports of hail now greatly diminished. Look at these wind gusts earlier this evening, upwards of 55 miles per hour in Bladensburg, around 47 miles per hour in Landover. Better weather is on the way. Nighttime low temperatures will fall through the 60s, eventually into the 50s. And fingers crossed, we may see a glimmer of sunshine early tomorrow morning. More on that, plus what to expect for the rest of the week, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Steve, thanks very much. This weather has kept our crews very busy. In fact, breaking right now, fallen trees causing issues in Northwest. Jay Korf just got to the scene. He's joining us live with the very latest. Jay?
Jonathan, a wild scene here at the 5500 block of 13th. We got here about 10-15 minutes ago before the fire department and law enforcement. They just showed up about 5 minutes ago. They're trying to keep us a safe distance away because there may be a down power line here in the area. Check this out. Massive tree crushes this gray car right here. And then if you look on the other side of the street, there's a blue SUV. That's also been crushed. Not only that, on the other side of the street, there's a fence. That fence has been crushed. Now, if Kevin can go just around this car, we're going to back up a little bit. There's another vehicle that is on the other side of that tree right there. Kevin, hey, Kevin, over here.
Get out of here. I've been trying to be nice.
They want us to back up a little bit, so we're going to back up a little bit. But we've got 3 cars that are downed, that are crushed by this vehicle. And I can tell you that the third car that you can't see, we talked with the owner of that car. He said he bought it 6 weeks ago. It's destroyed, but he is just grateful that he is not in that vehicle. So we're going to back up a little bit. The fire department wants us to back up a little bit because they're concerned about a down power line here in the area, and we want to make sure that we are safe as well. That's the story. We'll have much more coming up on ABC 7 News at 11 o'clock. For now, live in Northwest, Jay Korf, News Channel 8 at 10.
It's tough to see those lines out there at night. Be safe out there, Jay. Thanks. You know, many of you have emailed in photos of the severe weather as it was rolling in. And check this out. This is a picture of a very ominous cloud in La Plata. We want to see the photos that you have. Take a second after you take them and send them to us at WJLA.com. It's pics at WJLA.com. Michelle?
And tonight's severe weather is very dangerous. Right now, there are rescues underway on the roads in Montgomery County. Jeanette Reyes joins us live now. Jeanette, what are you seeing out there?
Well, crews have just been overwhelmed with reports of cars stuck and stalled in water. We're talking rescues throughout the last couple of hours. Take a live look here behind me. This is actually a stalled car. This was a result of flash flooding. This is off of Bradley Boulevard, and he had to pull over on the opposite side of the road. In other words, oncoming traffic is coming this way toward this car, and he simply cannot move it. It's one of the many stalled cars we've seen on major roadways, and even more dangerous, we're talking roadways that are barely lit. So the danger tonight is that this flash flooding sometimes is hard to spot, and then of course the cars that are in the way. And in fact, Montgomery County Emergency Communications is on condition red. This is because of increased call volume. Units are just overwhelmed with calls for water rescues. You have wire and poles down. Up to 3 inches of rain have already fallen, and so they're just trying to work on that. The best you can do is just go ahead and stay home. Now, we did talk to a few people today who were kind of stuck outside. The weather was deceiving earlier today, and they simply were just not prepared for what came today. They just weren't paying attention to the weather reports. Take a listen to what one gentleman had to do. He had to stay at a gas station because he had a convertible. Take a listen.
I didn't even look at the weather this morning. Can you believe it? When I got out of my house like noon, I said, what a beautiful day. This is a day for a slingshot. Then I went to Virginia, and my wife called me, oh my God, there is a hailstorm here. Look at that. And she sent me the video. Are you sure that's our house? So I said, well, I got to go there somehow. And I came, I made it all the way to here, about 5 miles away.
You know, we've been seeing that a lot of people making the smart choice. If they're already out, just go ahead and pull over in a safe place instead of risking it and driving home. And what we're seeing again, these flash flooding conditions. We'll keep you posted. In the meantime, if you can stay home, just go ahead and stay home. And of course, stay tuned to the news. We'll keep you posted if we see anything else popping up in the area. Reporting live in Montgomery County, I'm Jeanette Reyes for News Channel 8 at 10.
All right, Jeanette, thank you. And stay connected with News Channel 8 when there's severe weather on the radar. You can sign up for Storm Watch text alerts by going to WJLA.com/text.
Well, new at 10 o'clock, fire and smoke in metro tunnels leading to disruptions, evacuations, even death. Tonight, though, new action from Metro to prevent another disaster. A uniformed firefighter will be at the Rail Operations Center 24 hours a day. Our Tom Rousey tells us about this assignment.
After a woman died in a smoke incident early last year, communication between Metro and first responders was criticized. At the time, there was no regular fire department presence at Metro's operations center.
The fire chiefs have been advocating for years to have a full-time presence in that center.
Can you make a northbound for us, train 111?
Last summer, things changed. First, employees of local fire departments worked in the center 40 hours a week, then 80. Now, Metro has announced it will be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We believe having that fire liaison there, that they'll be able to give accurate and timely information we weren't able to get before.
Prince George's County Fire Chief Mark Bayshore says the fire liaison will have access to all the monitors and radios. He says not only will safety improve, but during one call,